Alright, I'm back. We got this thing here. No idea how to say that. Friesich Brauhaus? Now I know I fucked that up. What's the name of that fucking brewery up there? Jesus Christ. This one says Jever, and I know since it's German that it is not Jever. Jever maybe? Or Jefa. They do a lot of that shit over there. So it's a Pilsner. It says crisp bitterness, hoppy flavor, dry finish. Never had this one. I assume it's not crafty. I assume it's just, you know, run of the mill. Let's see. Beer. 4.9 ABV. Right there on the side. I already sort of cracked it, so I'm not tilting it. I fucked up. I was trying, since I have no fucking nails, I was trying to crack it, and I broke the seal just a little bit. So, we're getting like a half crack. Alright, cheers. It's pretty damn good. There's a lot of hop character there. I think they just about fucking nailed it. Crisp bitterness, hoppy flavor, and a dry finish. There is no lie. There is no lie on that one. Not bad. I got this mug here, so I think I'm going to utilize it, even though I was drinking straight from the can. Not proper glassware, I don't think, but this was the glass that was calling to me, so this is the glass that I grabbed. Go ahead and set that to the side one more time. Alright, today we're using Raspberry Metheglen. This one's from Macduffs Soap Company. Oh, damn, I'm rusty. I should really do these shaves more often. You can see the scent notes on the side. Raspberry, raw honeycomb, ginger, vanilla, rosehip, hibiscus, and beeswax. Can't remember which base this was. I think it might be like V3 possibly. Really good stuff though. Doesn't come right out and say it. This is a product of Canada, and I tried to do a lot of products of Canada today. Purely Skinful Aftershave, product of Canada. The shave bowl today is my Thirsty Badger bowl. Amazing bowls, product out of Canada. That's pretty much where it is. Oh wait, there's one more, but this one is not. This is a Viking Soaps and Cosmetics brush handle with a strike gold shave executive hand-tied badger knot. And then the star of today's show and the focus of today's show is this very ruggedly handsome razor. I do really appreciate the looks of this. I think it looks a little bit better in the company's pictures than it does in person, but I still really think that it is very ruggedly handsome. I really like the chunky knurling. It just looks manly. It looks aggressive almost. I really like it. The top cap has this ever so slight, not really sure why it's there, indention. Maybe it's just strictly cosmetic, and it does add a little bit something to that kind of rugged, aggressive nature of this. A very chunky guard here. This is open comb, obviously. Nice chamfers though. You can see that there's ever so slight chamfers on the bottom, not so much, but definitely coming off of the cap. There's some very nice chamfers, so it's not like a rigid 90-degree thing going on there. Very nice. You can see it's a kind of 2-post and a screw three-piece construction. So very you know, run-of-the-mill stuff here. Good looking. I don't see any real issues there. It is a machined finish, obviously, and it's nothing special in that regard. It's, you know, unremarkable in its machined finish state. I'm taking a fresh Wizamet blade out of its package. Wizamet blades are my current favorite blade. Now that pole silvers are out of production, Wizamets are now my current favorite blade, and very sorry, when I was putting the blade in, these little canals, I don't know what the fuck, I am at a loss for words today. These little canals caught my attention because I didn't see like matching, you know, canals on the other side to kind of fit those. So I'm really wondering what the hell the design idea behind that was. Maybe if water got in there, it could just drain out somehow or air out a little bit more efficiently. I don't know, I'm taking a shot in the dark there. So I'm putting the blade in here and I'm just kind of feeling. There's no exposure of the blade tabs that I can feel. What I like to do in these scenarios is keep it ever so loose that if I didn't load it properly, I can manipulate the top cap from side to side. And I shouldn't do this with a blade inside of there, but I can manipulate. If I hold the base plate steady, I should have done an unboxing video. Let me take the blade out. So this is without the handle, but if you hold the base plate steady, there's ever so slightly like enough tolerance for it to become askew. Now, if I just throw it in there, tighten it up without paying any attention to these things or without trying to force it to become askew, I just tighten it up, take a look at it, and it looks pretty damn flush to me. Doesn't look askew. Looks like it's running pretty damn perpendicular down the middle. So I don't think it's going to be much of an issue. I don't think there's a huge tolerance discrepancy, but just little things that I do every time with the new razor. I kind of look to see if there's enough tolerance that it could become askew, possibly. And I would have to say, with that wiggle, that it could possibly be a thing. I don't know. With further use, I'm definitely going to keep my eye on that, but not something that I think is going to be a big issue, just being honest. I don't think it has that big of a tolerance. Let's get this lather on the face. Let's get this shave on the road. Now, a little bit of backstory of how I have this in my hands because it's not released yet. This razor was sent to me as part of a pass around. There was one going through Canada, a prototype going through Canada. There's a prototype going through the US, and so me obviously in the US. I was contacted about getting on the list because I have expressed interest in the open comb or more efficient version of the Aylsworth Drakkant. My God, my words. I swear that's my first sips of beer, but I just got back from Las Vegas, so there is a lot of residual like multi-day hangover sticking around. I'm still groggy, like I'm not 100% yet, so bear with me. So Aylsworth Drakkant Razor. This one is the prototype for the Open Comb Plus version. Now, the regular Drakkant, just standard Drakkant offering, got massive praise almost across the board. Everybody seems to like it aesthetically, performance-wise, and even if it was a little bit mild for some shavers, it definitely, they could definitely appreciate the other aspects of the shave that it gave them. So, you know, for the most part, it was comfortable, it was intuitive, things like this. And I've done a lot of research on it because I do have a lot of interest in purchasing it. Very nice design features. I like the logo. I like it. It's stamped on the bottom. Absolutely no issues with it being stamped on the bottom of the handle. Thank you, Caleb, owner and, you know, designer of the Drakkant. Thank you for not putting Aylsworth or Drakkant, or I'm a fucking jackass for putting my logo on the top cap. Thank you for not doing stuff like that, because goddamn do I hate shit like that. That will take the class of a razor or the design elements that were really superb and outstanding. It'll throw all that shit right out the window for me. I'm not going to buy it. If it's the best razor unanimously across the board, I'm not buying it. It is out for me if you put your branding on the top cap. Alright, we're going in. Pass one. Drakkant. Or is it Drakkant? We will find out. Alright. It has been days since I got in the shave, maybe even a week. I have growth. So far, so good. I am liking what I'm feeling. Alright. So, what exactly am I feeling? Is the Plus supposed to be more efficient? I haven't tried the OG. I'm kind of going to work backwards, I think. I'll use the Open Comb Plus plate, then I'll probably use the regular, the OG standard offering, and then I'll probably let a day or two growth go, and then I'll use the standard bar plus plate, and we will just kind of see where it lies. I am really liking the way that this is feeling though. There is a noticeable present blade feel. I wouldn't say it's like over the top or anything to be afraid of, but I don't think it is like 100% like smooth. Is that how I would put it? Is that the word I want to use? I'm really trying to hone in on my feeling. Also trying to be mindful of, is this the angle that the razor wants to be utilized in. Because that's always a thing too. It's like some razors, they have a very tight sweet spot. Others have a very forgiving sweet spot where, you know, your angle could kind of be all over the place. It'll still shave. It'll still be comfortable. Let's lather back up. I do enjoy that beer. Those are some noble hops there. Alright, pass one went well. Definitely felt good. I enjoyed that first pass. So there's noticeable blade feel. I wouldn't say it's like old school R41 scary, you know, I don't think it's in that vein. I would say if you are not a fan of blade feel, you could probably safely just pass this one up. Just forget about it. Obviously, if you are a fan of other open combs, you've tried a lot of them, I would say definitely give this one a shot. And if you find yourself somewhere in the middle, I don't think you, I think you should give this one a try. I think if you're somewhere in the middle, where you have a few, you like a little bit of blade feel, you like that always there presence of the blade, like I do. I don't use extremely aggressive razors, and I don't necessarily like an extremely aggressive, efficient shave. Especially when it feels like I'm on edge. That if I make a mistake or have like a lapse in my technique, that I might get a nick or a cut or something. This one doesn't give me that type of impression. It definitely feels like I can I feel like I can adjust the angle a little bit. Let me try. Alright, so that felt that high angle, or shallow angle I should say, felt very smooth, almost to the point where I don't know if I was shaving. It does have one of the oversized safety bars. This one's obviously an open comb safety bar, but I think you'd be hard pressed to say it's a small safety bar. It's one of the ones that's rather large, chunky safety bar, if you will. And I think it looks good. And chunky safety bars do add a little something, I think, when it comes to protecting yourself from yourself and your own technique. But sometimes, if you get too shallow, that chunky safety bar will pull the blade away from your skin. You won't be shaving shit. Let me try it the other way. So I went wide enough to where I was just riding the top cap. I wasn't really feeling the blade. Then I started bringing it back down, which is a good move if you're unsure what the angle should be. And it actually feels really great just off that top cap. So I think that's what I'm going to shoot for here, because that felt way better than when it was shallow. And against the grain, it's feeling very smooth. And so this is really my first impression of the razor. so I am getting to know it. Taking a lot of short strokes. I wouldn't necessarily call it buffing. Definitely taking a lot of short strokes because I'm trying to familiarize myself with the angle of this thing. Alright. So, I can pretty safely say that I enjoyed this shave. I think upon further use, I'm only going to get better with this razor. See, I'd call that buffing. But I'm feeling super close right now. There we go. There we go. Yeah, BBS, flawless BBS by the looks of it. No blood, week's growth. No perceivable lather channels on the underside, and had absolutely no problems rinsing it out. Further strengthening my argument that if you're having problems with your lather channels, you might be making a shitty lather. Sorry and shit if that hurts your feelings. So, let's go ahead and get this lather off, give some more final thoughts. That is, that's an absolute BBS. That was a comfortable shave. It's been a while since I've had that much blade feel on my skin, and gotta say I ain't mad at it. It's not something that I've been super used to as of late. I haven't been using my straights a lot, or really any of my aggressive razors, because I don't really have super aggressive razors. But it's been a while since I've really had something a little bit more efficient and a little bit more noticeably blade feeling. This one felt good though. Now this razor is not mine to keep. Obviously, I have no reason to lie about my findings here. I'm not going to get a discount code. I'm not going to get a free one sent to me. I was just lucky enough to be asked to pass this around. I wasn't asked to make content on it. I wasn't asked to provide feedback on it, although I will. And I did. So, but these are just my first impressions, and I gotta say I like it. Things are looking good. I think this is something that if I had the money to buy it, I would buy it. I think the release is coming out tomorrow, or tomorrow as in the day I'm shooting this. Hopefully it'll be coming out today as of the day this is uploaded, so people can get their research before they make the purchase. Hopefully, if they don't already have their mind made up, which they probably do. But yeah, this went well. I enjoyed it. First impressions, at minimum 1 thumbs up. Like, at minimum 1 thumbs up. I'm not gonna say like I'm blown away and completely like enamored with it, but as I get more familiar with it, you know, I might start leaning that direction. The video's already gone on long enough, so what's another minute? Purely Skinful's Pacifica, my favorite aftershave in the whole of wet shaving. I really wish they still had their own solo website up. Possibly the cost of having a website compared to how much sales they were doing just wasn't cutting it. You can still get purely Skinful at Stonefield, I believe it is, out of Canada, online. And they're a very nice retailer. I've bought stuff from them, so should have no issues there. Alright, that felt great. It is good to get a good shave in after that long, and I cannot wait to use the other base plates and just put more laps on this Aylsworth Drakkant. Again, thank you, Caleb, for adding me into this pass around, and I think that'll do it. 26 minutes is good enough. Cheers, guys. I appreciate you. Hope to catch you on the next one. Hope you had a very good weekend. And I'm going to continue having a little hair of the dog from my Vegas hangover. Cheers.